Shalom, everyone. So part 2. So we have the wheel here, and somebody was a hypocrite in something that they did. Now, what else is out here? Because I happened to look up. I was looking at all the cards, and my phone got cut off. I wonder why. Well, it must be somebody who has access to my technology, I'm sure. Is it the hypocrite? I don't know. There's something happening today. Somebody is going to confess to something that's taken place, either on a trip or with the false report and the hypocrite about the judge, the police, the benches, the servitude that was forced, and some type of debt that has already been paid in full. Okay, so recapping here because I was really talking about all this stuff. So anyway, we have green eyes here, and if green eyes is nothing else, but maybe somebody does have green eyes and black hair in the connection, or there's whatever that is that's coming out here. But green eyes in a spiritual sense speaks of envy. All right, and so if somebody was obviously envious because or your husband was, or somebody in the law was, or whatever the ruckus was about, with this fortune energy and this debt that is going to be found out because the truth is here today, and the hand of the divine is going to turn something. Then this envy energy with the green eyes is the cause of why somebody falsely reported something. Because there was competition around us. If there's jealousy, that's green eyes in a spiritual sense can also go back to jealousy. So somebody was jealous of somebody and took advantage of them in a very bad way. And anyway, let's see what else Jehovah wants to bring out here. Jehovah, what else do you want to bring? So I'm glad somebody is going to get up and confess today, because it was really coming out in my readings. And so it's positive. But what else do you want to bring out here for today, for the 6th of October? So we're really getting this energy coming out here. So the 9th house is really big here. The Sagittarius connection here for some of you all. Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. This fire, though, it's really suggesting a Sagittarius connection really big. Or this energy it was influencing in a big way within something where travel was concerned, where mixed drinks possibly were involved in the situation with all this freaking ruckus that's gone on. This is the noon in the Hebrew, and that goes back to eternity. It's also a river. It's also a prophet. It's also the truth. It's also indulgence, right? It's the husband was a protection. If there's two husbands here involved in something, then that's what it's showing. Okay, because we do have competition here. Or competition to be a husband. If one husband is an overindulger or something like that, then that's what it's showing. There's a bunch of people here. There's a hypocrite here. There's the false report. There's the police. And that's the law as well with that energy. And a judge or somebody works for the police department and has access to stuff. Okay, we had military stuff come out all day yesterday, and there's a lot of fire here. Balancing out something here. What's at the bottom of the deck? The King of Cups. Well, the King of Cups in the negative is nothing but a freaking manipulator, and somebody gave a false report. Wasn't very nice. Or in the positive of this is somebody who's very loving and they're very intelligent with their love, or this is FBI energy. Somebody very creative, very fair, very balanced within the emotions, and very intelligent with it. There's a bunch of truth out here. Somebody don't like the truth, and they don't like the truth. I mean, we have a boss figure out here. Okay, and somebody was forced to do something on a float trip. Okay, and we got the river energy here. Okay, that was really coming out yesterday. I want to take one of these little animal cards and see what Jehovah wants to bring out about this stuff for any given person that this is resonating with. Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here? So we have the Siberian tiger coming out here. And I don't know where my glasses are. Excuse me. So their top speed is about 40 miles per hour. So the number 40 could also, the number 40 or the 4. We're going to break down to a 4. It's just come through my spirit. If you are new, I just take anything that at the moment the divine's just bringing a point of contact for me to bring through my spirit. Okay, maybe somebody was on a road that the speed limit is set at 40 miles per hour or something like that. I don't know. We also have the weight of this tiger goes back to, I'm hearing tiger's eye. I'm hearing tiger's eye. Anyway, eye of the tiger. Da, 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 da. I don't know, go look up the year. Maybe that was a year that was significant to somebody. High school, if you're like my age, that was a big song that came out. Anyway, it's come through my spirit. The weight of this tiger is 450 pounds to 750 pounds. That's huge. If we want to take that pounds to money, then there's a lot of fortune here. And we have a debt that's been paid in full. We have fortune here. Okay, and if we're talking about overseas type of energy where the pound can be found, then we've got it here. Foreign people, foreign places and stuff like that. There's a height here. Now, if we want to just take that and take the zeros off of that, then that's 45 to 75. Energy there. Okay, we already get the 4 in the 4. That's a 9. That's a 3. If you want to take the 57. Anyway, I could just keep going on, but I won't. The length of the body is 6 to 9 feet, or 69 would take you to the emblem of Cancer energy, which Cancer energy can be found here with this. All right. The diet is a wild boar, a deer, an elk. The elk in the rune is a Z. Okay, it's just come through my spirit. Just because I know that, and that goes back to resistance and what does it go to? I think that's also protection energy with the elk in the runes. Anyway, let's move on. The lifespan is about 10 years, so there could be a 10-year-old or a 1-year-old. Also connection here for an age or something that was 10 years old, an object or something like that. We got the wheel here, so maybe that's a car. I don't know. Maybe somebody drove a car that was 10 years, 10 years the date or something like that. Cubs are here. Obviously, we do have cat-like energies showing up here. Give me just a second. The habitat is rigid, snowy forest of far eastern Russia. That takes back to the bear. That's government stuff here showing up. So obviously, and somebody was hunted here. If we're looking at the elk or the deer, right? Oh dear. But we do have a boar here, energy, and the deer is here, and the elk, and any medium, small mammals are connected to. So you could be just a hunter and like tigers. This tiger actually has green eyes showing itself here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's got green eyes. Given that we know that people like to act like animals, maybe you like tigers or something like that, but this energy is showing out here for this reading. Somebody was forced to go prey on someone, some way, somehow, where fortune is attached to this energy. It's coming out here, and law is huge out here. We got judges and people who sit on benches, and the police is here. All right, and we got swimming, and we also have blue eyes. So we have blue eyes and green eyes. So eyes connection is here. We got perception itself here with the 9th house as well. Since we brought in Cancer energy, that would take you to a vehicle. That's the Chariot, okay? That still is balancing energy with this house. It's there. Let me just take some more. So somebody's dealing with today energies that are attached to a false report, to the police, to somebody who's got dark hair and either green eyes or blue eyes, or spiritually speaking, the eyes are the window of our soul. So it's either positive or negative, don't you know? There's a river connection or swimming or benches connection or something that happened by a pool of water or at a hunting trip. But there's with the husband, and there's protection energy here as well. And somebody's had to be protected. Yeah, the float trip is here. There's ages here. There could be more than we absolutely have a lot of different people here. Okay, and so with all the ages that I brought out here, 45, 75, 40, 1. A 1-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 9-year-old, a 3-year-old. I'm also seeing something could happen when it was snowing, or in the winter time. We got the word snowy here. Also, like I said, we got Russia here. If you're up in the mountains where bears and tigers and stuff like that could be found, then that's or just anywhere in the wild, we can just pull that in for real general for any given person. 69 is also an age, and 96 is also the other direction. So we do have a lot of people involved, if that's family and generational things, and your family is just connected to law and stuff like that. Somebody's husband is gotten involved in some type of a wild type of an energy with this tiger that came out. Then that's what's showing. Somebody's having something come to the surface about some things that's happened in the past. Also, what I'm feeling in my spirit. There's a Russia connection here, though, for some people. Just give me a second to just sit here with some of this stuff. We have the 2H connection, a P and a 3H connection showing up on this freedom card. A P and an S is here as well. An A and an HB. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 4H connections. So if we're talking family and your name, you've got, male energies with the last name of an H, then, or something like that, or there's 4H connections, whatever that means. It's just out here. And then we have a B here as well. And the B is our second letter, and we got the bear here, and that's honey. And if somebody went crazy, and because honey wasn't protective, and honey did something that was in the negative, then honey is not good for the bear. Okay, we got husband stuff out here. If that's an X or something like that, then somebody went on a hunt. It was nice because there was jealousy situations going on here with this false report. Interesting. The second letter of the runes would be the U that looks like an N. I'm just bringing that in here just because the B is our second letter, and it's come through my spirit that way. And that goes back to freedom as well. And we have the word freedom. It also goes back to frenzy and stuff like that, and conquest, and that kind of energy is being found here. A lot of stuff coming out here for you guys. So we have the lady, and we have the bear. And we have, that's huge. And like I always bring it out here just because the bear has the fish in the mouth, And we have foreign people, foreign places. We got water type energy. We got a pool of water, and we got fortune in this deck. The fish goes back to fortune, and then you could make it up if you want to, and then the fish comes out. So watery stuff really is here. Somebody was forced to go do something where a water connection, a float trip had taken place. Now Lamar came out. If there, I have no idea if there's a place in Lamar where you can go do a float trip or something. I have no idea, but that came out twice yesterday. Or there's a connection to Lamar, Missouri for some people. Okay, we have the sickle. There was danger there, and then we have the tree, and the tree is also planted by a watery energy here, and this family tree as well. It's life, that's sacrificing energy with that tree here. There's lots of fortune here, a lot of fortune, and somebody's been really overbearing. This bear is the number 15. If it's overbearing because somebody was in forced servitude to do something, that's devil energy. That take you back to the Capricorn energy, which is right up next to the Sagittarius house. And then the sickle is the number 10, and that the 10th house is Capricorn energy. The 10 also is a 1, and that would go to the first house of, and we got a lot of fire here, so that's Aries. Then we have the 5th house here, and that's fire. That's Leo energy. We have 34 is a 7, and that's law. We do have law here, and the sun's there right now, so that's Libra. We also have the lady is a 29, which is 11, which still take you to the law because that's a justice card. It's also the 11th house of Aquarius, knowing somebody does know that there is a judgment. Somebody can perceive it as well. And somebody used somebody to do something really bad and forceful. Somebody was really bad in danger. This does go back to somebody got cut. Somebody got cut. They got fired. They got literally cut. They got broke. There's a breakup card as well. This energy, like I said, like I always say, it's going to play out all the time. Somebody's child has been weighted down and put in some water. The bear's standing in water. The temperance is in water. The tree here is showing water. The fish is here. The float trip word is here. We have the Y in the N, and yin in the Hebrew is wine. And somebody could have been just a real whiner, or they're just a heavy wine drinker, or that's just a connection to being an overindulging in mixed drinks and drunkenness. Yesterday I did a reading, and the word drunkenness came out, or a big drunk come out on 2 different homemade decks in the same reading. Somebody got drunk and did something, and family is involved in this. Really big. Really, really big. And they've been brainstorming how to either cover something, or your family was forced to do something against a family member, or all these connections can be different for everybody. But there is victory energy and luck showing up here. There's truth here. There's truth here about something. Somebody was literally just hunted down like a freaking animal. And somebody saw something. They did see it happen. And it's caused a ruckus. Okay, so the group here, strike or ambush of tigers. Ambush. That takes us back to the energy of the moon laying down and hunting. You could be a big hunter. A lot of people like to hunt. But the ambush is still military energy coming out here. It's going to still come out here in a very big way for us to figure out this freaking case of what's happened. There's a jock here as well. And then there's a crowd showing up here. The word for crowd is ragma. And it's RG, and that's a rug or a raj, if we just want to take the RG in the word, that is trampling on somebody to kill. Somebody literally was hunted like an animal to kill or but the RGMH is the letter here, they're the word that makes a crowd. And we got a crowd of people here with the Five of Wands. There's a ruckus going on. And somebody's boss or master or somebody who thinks they're a freaking master, and they're just overbearing, and they did something for all this freaking money. They're going to go to jail now. Somebody was going to confess today. There's counsel here with this word. There's counsel here. Sorry about that, guys. The riddle is on the other side. To divide the hearer from the listener, to create the riddle. It's done nothing, people, but cause a freaking ruckus is all it's done. This game is stupid. It's time to grow up now. It's really time to grow up now, because people got hurt now from a stupid game, because there's a hypocrite here. There's a spiritual hypocrite here showing itself. Whether it be a judge or a lawyer or a police officer or our government itself or Russia or whoever, there's a freaking hypocrite here. And it's time to stand up against the bully or the tiger or the lion or the bears. Oh my, it's stupid, people. It's stupid. Somebody made a false report on purpose, and somebody trying to protect that. Because it makes what? Government look bad? Well, guess what, baby? The government is going to be wiped out now, because I just read scripture this morning that the divine stated so. Now people don't want to get up and do the right thing and come and reason with the divine. He said, I'm going to get you consumed now, because now you're going to be consumed now. You're going to reap what you sow. You're going to be consumed now. You want to hunt? Okay, well, I'm coming hunting after you then. We'll turn the thing around on you then. What you gonna do? Somebody better do some confession real quick. Real quick. Because this is bull. Beep. And I could say the word, because the word in the Hebrew goes to your bottom anyway. Stop playing this little riddle game. That's dumb. People have gotten murdered. Is that what your game is? To hunt people and murder them? It's your turn now.